guys, it's a story time about what happened about my head. Let's get on with the video. Okay, so back in I was in 6th grade. Some year in 6th grade, I lived in these apartments and I was always chill with the boys. There was like a couple people there and I was at the park. It was like nighttime. We were gonna play dodgeball. So there was these pit of rocks, like for like floodage, for the floods. They were all scattered like all over this field that we play, and so we all started moving them into the pit, and so we were all throwing them in the pit. We kept throwing it and bouncing it off the rocks because it made sparks, so we all thought it was cool. So I was doing that and I grabbed one from the pit, and as I was bending down, I grabbed it, and then this guy threw it right when I grabbed it, and it bounced and hit my head. It's on this side. You can't see it. It's like this big. He hits me. I'm on the floor. I'm screaming. I'm calling for people. I'm yelling help. There's blood dripping down my face. Like, it looked like a horror movie. It was like all over my face. As I was breathing in the blood. It was on the freaking hill of where we played. And so I'm like out screaming. And tell me why this kid that hit me ran away. Like, he didn't help me. He didn't even get my mom. So the other kid that was with us, he went to go get my mom. And my mom was like, I was about to go to bed. I didn't know what the hell happened. All I hear is pounding on the door. I come out and you're freaking bleeding everywhere. And she said it looked like a horror movie. Like I just got murdered or something. And I was like, damn. And as that was happening, a neighbor came and helped me and was like cleaning me. Like, I was just like out. Blood dripping. I don't know, I was scared because I thought like the amount of blood on the hill looked like I'd have to get like a blood transplant, like a blood transfer, and like go into surgery or something. And when I got out, I saw the rock that hit me, and this shit was like sharp as fuck and blood all over the rock. We got in the car and we rushed to the hospital because we lived right next to the hospital and she didn't want to call the ambulance. So I was getting lightheaded and I was like freaking out. So I called my dad and I was like, Dad, this kid freaking threw the rock at my head and I'm going to the hospital. I'm bleeding everywhere on my head. And he was all calm. I was like, wouldn't you want to be mad that this kid threw a rock at your daughter? Like, what if no one helped him? What if I was just laying there? Like, I could have been dead. Like, I could have been dead. Dead! And he was like, well, you just have to stay calm. I don't know. It was 4 years ago. And so he met us there. But I'm like rolling in the emergency room and I'm like I walked in there and people were just looking at me like what the fuck just happened? And I'm just having this towel on me. Like, I waited like 10 minutes. Oh my, what, like 10 minutes? In 10 minutes, I could have died. Like, come on. Priorities. They put me in a wheelchair. I rolled into a room. They checked my head. They were like, either stitches or staples. I was like, okay, I'll do stitches. And they were like, well, we gotta shave like a patch of your hair. And I was like, oh, hell no, I ain't shaving my hair because that shit won't grow back. So I said, staples. So they were like, okay, do you want a shot in your head? I was like, no. Why would I want a shot in my head? Like, that would hurt. Like, there's no fat. It's just bone. Like, that would hurt so much. I was like, is there anything else? They were like, well, the gel pack. And I was like, give me that damn gel pack. So I put it on there for like 20 minutes. I was freaking out because I'm about to get staples in my head. And so I'm like this, they come in, I was like crying. I was like hyperventilating, like, and then they were like,
are you ready?
I was like, no, like, I don't want staples, like, so they go like, and they like pushed on my head, like it hurt, and they did it 5. I had 5 staples in my head.
And they took forever. They were like, waited.
And I wanted this thing like done with, but nope. After that, they were like, I was like, I'm going to Hawaii in like 2 weeks. And this was around winter time. So I was supposed to go on winter break. And so I was like, I'm about to go to Hawaii. Am I not gonna like swim? Like, can I not shower? Like, what's going on? And they were
like, well, before you go to Hawaii, you gotta get your staples out.
And I was like,
okay.
And then we were all done. I had to get antibiotics, and I had to like get this cream thing that like cleaned the wound. And then we got home, and I was like, Mom, I'm gonna beat that kid's ass. Like, you don't just leave someone to die. Like how would you want it if you were like that, if you were in my spot? And then like we confronted him, and he was like, and his mom, and they were like, please don't sue us, like, blah 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 blah. I was like, well, that's fake for what he did. Like, come on. Well, during those 2 weeks, I had to like clean the dry blood. It was so gross. It was so nasty. I was like picking, it was like all over my head, and it was all over my pants, all over my jacket. And then I even went to the park, and I saw the blood spot and the rock. And then after those 2 weeks, I went to the doctor, and they went to go take the staples out. The staples, taking them out hurt than putting them back in. And so they were like yanking, and it hurt so bad. And they said I still need to put the cream on and just chill out for a while. So I was always putting the freaking cream in my head. And yeah, that's what happened to me. How I almost died. But I'm fine now. I still hate that kid. He didn't even say sorry. Like, that's the thing. He didn't even say sorry. He didn't even help me. So that's why I don't like him. So yeah, I'm perfectly fine. But yeah, there's the story time, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Comment for videos that you want to see, please, because I need videos, because I can't think. So go like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, go follow my social media, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye, guys.